Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara here once again with another amazing version of how you can win at business. Actually, it's how you can win big at business because I don't want to do it small. Okay, and I don't want anybody to undershoot. Okay, I just went through this with somebody about well, what if we decide that you want to be on the cover of Time magazine as the Woman of the Year, and that's what you want, and you never get there, but you get on the cover of a lot of other magazines and stuff. It's the journey, it's not the destination. We never get there. And I don't even know how I got on this subject, but I did. But if you don't know me, my name is Joe DeChara. I am the founder of Bedrock Business Builders and Mastermind with JoeDeChara.com and Bedrock University, which I want to announce that Bedrock University is now open. You can register, and there's some fantastic courses up there. Everything is absolutely free. If there's a price on there, just email me and I'll give you a secret password. But if you go to bedrockuniversity.com, I got courses by world famous entrepreneurs like Mike Wolf, Haley Gray, uh, Michelle Mraz, Gina St. George, and me. Yeah, I have a bunch of courses up there, and we're going to keep adding courses. And if you want to be a faculty member, I'm looking for faculty members. So you can just book a chat with me at timewithjoe.com. So let me slow down a second, because right before this, I actually thought I might not have enough to say to last the whole half hour, which wouldn't be a bad thing. But now I realize that I do have a lot of stuff to say. But I want to stick with the subject that I brought up in the chat. And if you're watching, and I haven't asked this for a while, I got out of the habit because honestly I forgot why I was supposed to do it. But if you're watching live, give me a hashtag live, and if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Now, if you are watching live and I'm not responding to uh, your chats, it's not because I don't like you or I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm still not comfortable looking at the chats and answering and talking, and I need an assistant for that. So I don't know if Elizabeth is listening, but she helps me out with the mastermind controls now. Anyway, if you do want to ask me a question, if you do want to post a comment and ask me something, I answer all of them. If you're in my group, I try to respond basically to as many messages as I can, and the group is growing. And like I said, I want to stick to my topic tonight, which is really this post COVID-19 pivot. People have been talking about pivoting a lot. I have nothing against the term. It's just a label. For me, business is a constant pivot. You are always supposed to be pivoting, because this isn't the first time that there's been a disruption like this. And yeah, they've even been worse. And pain is relative, so it doesn't matter if you went through Black Monday with the stock market crash, or whatever setbacks there are. One thing is certain: there's going to be setbacks in business. Some of them are going to be small, some of them are going to be major. But I've never seen any stretch of time where things just go, everything's hunky-dory for 10, 15, 20 years. We were on an economic run for a long time. Maybe people forget about that for a long time, the stock market has just been going up. And, I don't pay attention really I pay attention to trends. Okay. There's always some things are certain. and nothing goes on a straight line. It's always going like this. So you got to constantly be positioning yourself, constantly. So that being said, pivot to me, it is just being tenacious. That's been in my vocabulary for a long time. Don't ever quit. Don't let anything stop you. But now here we are, and this is why I brought this up, because I feel it in the air. I'm in Flushing, New York. I'm in the eye of the storm. I'm in pandemic uh, capital of the world, and it is like a science fiction movie out there. It is, because normally you gotta dodge your way through the crowd, just walking up the street to get coffee. And now it's like you don't even have to look both ways to cross the street. So it's been like you know like a science fiction movie. Anyway, the last couple of days have been a little strange because it seems like there were more people out in the street doing business than I've seen since before the pandemic. It was almost semi-normal. I mean, a lot more normal than it was 3 or 4 days ago. So I don't know if the protests have anything to do with that. I don't know if it's people are just tired of being inside like I am. But it seems like people are ready to start opening and doing business. Now, some of us have been doing business all along, and some of us were fortunate enough to be in businesses like, web design or digital marketing, or, if you owned a platform that provided teaching, like Teachable or Udemy or something, your business has gone off the, skyrocketed. But what about the people that are recovering from like brick and mortar? My client Paula, who has a doggy daycare spot, she had a pretty large, successful one. What's it going to take? Because it's not going to be business as usual. I don't think it's ever going to be business the way it was. Whether that's good or bad doesn't matter. It is what it is. So, the innovators, and I talked to Haley Gray about this yesterday, the people that take the opportunity to adjust to what's going on now, there's going to become a lot of very rich people in the next couple of years because they were able to see a solution to the current problem. Okay. And one of the problems now is, how do we regroup? And not only that, how do we not let this happen again? How do you avoid the unavoidable? Well, you can't. That's why we call it unavoidable. But what we can do is lessen the blunt and maybe have a different avenue, which, thankfully is one of the paths that I started going on back in November when I interviewed my friend Haley Gray. And, I'm live right now in Haley's group, the Women's Entrepreneur Network. And so with Haley's little bit of information, well, she gave me a lot of information. And she was one of the first people I interviewed, and she's one of the first faculty on Bedrock University. So you should check it out, because all I did was what she taught me in that 1 hour interview. And I'm also being broadcast in my own group, Bedrock Business Builders, which we have over 860 members now. And that started back in, I believe, November. Okay. So that's one of the things that has helped me not skip a beat. Because like I've said, my business is fine. My business is healthy, it's thriving. And it's not by coincidence. It's because I have been doing these pivoting uh, things since I realized they were pivoting things. Okay. And that doesn't, how could I put this? All I'm saying is I've always had a strategy. And whatever business you're in, whether it's the right strategy it doesn't matter. It's better to have the wrong strategy than no strategy. Okay. And what I want to share with you tonight, and this was the whole purpose of me bringing up the, pivoting post COVID. Forget about pivoting post COVID. If you know me, that there is no post. You pivot now. You go. There's only one time, and it's now. Now is when you because if you didn't do it before, well, you should have, because I was telling you before to start pivoting. Now, how to pivot is a whole nother story. But tonight, what I want to share with you is, what I already alluded to, which I was started my Facebook group, and that became a powerful, not only way to, create a following. Yeah, I've created a small following. I've connected with a lot of people. A lot of people are connecting with me through the group. It's done other things for me, like help me hone in my message. It's forced me to show up, be consistent. It just became a very good business tool, for a lot of reasons. Because once you start a group, it almost becomes like your baby. Like you want to nourish it and you want to take care of it. Okay. And so my friend Haley is putting on this 5-day build your tribe challenge. And, I can't think of a better way right now to, even if you've been pivoting, if you haven't been, what Haley's going to do starting Monday is take us through everything that she's done, everything she's done wrong, everything she's learned in building up her tribe of over 66,000 women entrepreneurs. And it is by far one of the most influential, active groups of its kind on Facebook. Okay, it's, Haley doesn't only she doesn't only own the group, she's in the group. She is the Women's Entrepreneur Network, and that's what she's going to share with us. So this is how she did it. This is not only did she, it's not like she's done. The group is growing exponentially all the time, and so I put the link in the chat box. I hope that you could say it. This is going to be a short one tonight. It's Saturday. I don't want to, go past everybody's bedtime, but I have stuff to do. Actually, I'm going to relax and read my next book, which is this, Good to Great. And this is something I want to start sharing with the groups about, what books are you reading? Because I just hired Larry Broughton as a coach, and one of the things that he showed me, which I had already been following, but the importance of reading and gaining knowledge. So, I've in the last week I've read this book, and And this is what I'm going to leave you with, because it's in accordance with what I'm saying. Seth Godin, tribes. So, that's one of the things I'm working on with Larry, is building my own tribe. It's important uh, for a lot of reasons, not just to fill your sales funnel. It should be part of, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to be up there. You have to be connected. If you're a politician, you understand this. Right now, entrepreneurs, I think we all got to start being politicians too, because this is powerful. What I want to leave you with is, the fact that when I started in business, the fax machine was like, it was crazy technology. It was crazy technology. My boss split the cost of a fax machine. It was up in his client's uh, business, and if a fax came in, we would run up there, we would get it, and then go back and call the person that faxed us, and it was amazing. Now you can reach the other side of the world. Literally, I have a client from Japan, Dr. Flau. I don't know if she might be watching this. She might be asleep. I don't know what time it is in Japan. But instantaneously, I pay $50 a month for StreamYard to do this. So we are in a tough time, but we're also in a time of unbelievable opportunity, because a large part because of this technology. So if you're scared of it, get unscared of it, because this is the way we are doing business now. If you haven't noticed, this is now. This is post COVID-19. This is how we will be doing a lot more business. And this is actually a good thing, because we've eliminated a lot of the barriers, a lot of the cost, okay, associated with doing business. And this is one of the good things that can come out of all of this. So, I'll leave you on a positive note tonight. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. If you want to connect with me, there is a way. All you got to do is go to timewithjoe.com, and that's one story. And here's another story: mastermindwithjoe.com, where right now for free, 2 times a week, I conduct a mastermind meeting. It's 60, 90 minutes with a few entrepreneurs brainstorming, coming up with solutions. All you got to do is go to mastermindwithjoe.com. I'm sorry, mastermindwithjoe.com, because Mastermind with Joe is taken. Don't go to that guy's mastermind group. Go to mine, Mastermind with Joe DeChara. Okay, so that's it. Join Haley's 5-day challenge, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.